everybody. My name is Ethan from Gaming Indication, and today, once again, I have my lovely wife.
Hi.
Yeah, she's a very common guest here.
Mm-hmm.
Today, what we'll be doing...
Trying to take over.
Yeah, she's gonna take over. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to be reviewing aesthetically most of the main consoles from Nintendo, PlayStation, and Xbox. And then we'll be deciding our favorites aesthetically from there.
Yeah, we don't care about functionality or how much we liked it. We just care about how it looks.
Right. That being said, we're probably going to throw some fun facts. Like, if you notice, the first one we see here is the Nintendo Game & Watch. A couple fun facts. This is where the lovely D-pad began its debut. And also this design you'll see later with the Nintendo DS.
Now I have to ask, I'm not familiar with this. Is Donkey Kong on the top, the written part, is that part of every...
No, Game & Watches was separate
like
little... Every Game & Watch had its own little game associated with it.
Oh, that's cute. I like that.
Yeah, it was really nice. Really simple. It was made to, like... Basically, like, instead of playing games... Well, playing with your calculator on a bus, you're playing with a little game on the bus.
Sounds right. Like a Tamagotchi?
Kinda. It was made to a play... It's for business. It was a whole thing. I can go on a history about that some other time, but...
You know what? I don't like it. It's confusing aesthetically. Look at all those screens. Nah.
It's very basic. It's like a simple thing. I like it, but we've aged past it.
I like the squares around it. Like, I like how it tells me where the jump button is.
Yes.
That gets points. Okay.
Next, we got the Nintendo Entertainment System. This is when Nintendo began their crush on America and destroying our gaming market and really taking over. And saving us, actually, after the game crash.
Even yuckier than the last one. It's just a box. Like... They
So,
wrote Nintendo in what is that, size 8 font?
So-
Like, you could have wrote it bigger. Put a gigantic N on the top. Like, have
they
fun.
did do that because they didn't want it to look like just a kid's toy. Because in America, it was just a kid's toy. That's why I was losing
So
its
it
fad.
has to be boring. See,
Like, they wanted to
that's
make
the
it look
symbol,
like a computer.
That's the symbol of adulthood. Gray
Yeah.
and boring. No.
Well, then maybe you
I don't
like...
care their reasons. It's ugly.
Maybe you like the next one. This is the Japanese version
Yes.
of the Nintendo Famicom. This one was more friendly because, hey,
It looks
it
like
is
it's
a
made
toy.
out of plastic.
It was
I love
made
that.
to be more kid-friendly
I like the
aesthetically.
gold shape on the controller. Not sure why they left a big red space on the top, but hey, you know what? I like it. Looks
It's
like
a weird
Tetris.
Yeah.
Better than the last one.
Better than the last one. Ba-bam. The classic, the Game Boy.
See, I have to rate this one solely on the one you're showing me. I know, didn't these ones have like colorful ones too? There was like green ones and stuff? Or is that the older?
There's the Game Boy Color line that has more aesthetic.
Oh.
The original Game Boy was pretty bland.
Yeah, no. The regular Game Boy, the ugly brother.
We will be getting to the Game Boy Color here. But there's also a Game Boy Light, Game Boy Pocket, which are different versions of this exact Game Boy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, Nintendo with their handhelds, they make a million
but I will
versions of
say,
them.
bonus points for the little buttons. I like
Start and
how,
select.
like, everything's like a little slanted. I like that. Like, the speaker on the bottom right, it's a little, it's very aesthetic.
The
I'm
biggest
actually,
thing
you
this
know
game
what?
gets props
I'm
for?
judging very harshly right now. I don't know why I came in with this attitude. This one's kind of cute.
The biggest prop I give it is basically it's single-handedly making Game Boy and Tetris growing together as a brand. Tetris is known because of this.
Well, that's
So.
a fact. That's not the aesthetics. Aesthetically, it's everything.
It's everything. All
Look at
right.
the little diagonals. It looks like one of those golden ratio for faces.
I also love how the battery, it would be a bright red and just glow down as
And
the battery
stress
does.
you out.
It stress you out. Boom! The Nintendo Entertainment System. This is the next step in gaming evolution for Nintendo. This was their...
Looks like a transformer.
It does kind of look like Megatron, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
It looks very similar to the NES.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's boring, it's gray, but at least it has like a little pop of color, and I feel like
The
those are like
purple adds.
Megatron's feet. Like they're just curled up on himself.
Because we like Transformers, boom. golden.
Bonus points. It's already better than that other gray box.
Now, just like the NES, Japan had their own. That's smaller than I thought it was.
No. I like the colorful on the buttons.
I like the little symbol they have on the top right.
Oh, yep, I see it. And it matches the buttons.
Yes, exactly.
Again, with the little sideways start and select button on the controller. Love that. I love
That was a
that.
Nintendo aesthetic.
Weren't
for
these
sure.
all called? Weren't they called game paddles at this point?
They were always called controllers. For some reason, we call them paddles in America for a
Oh.
hot minute, depending on where you came from.
Yeah.
I don't know. My family called them paddles too, and
Yeah, same.
we grew out of it eventually. But bam.
Yes.
So a couple things to say about this.
I know I should judge it because it's the black one, but man, you know those see-through ones?
Well, I have to say this. The worst controller.
Ooh, what?
I hate... What is this three-pronged
Prong for
nonsense?
activities.
Oh my god, get out of here with that. Jeez. Though this is one of the first consoles that made the joystick the primary
I will say,
movement.
it's a little bit of a monstrosity. Like, there's nothing aesthetic about the controller, but it's like avant-garde.
No, it looks... The control looks bad. The
avant-garde.
control looks bad.
But, like,
though I'm very
I
nostalgic
can't...
for the way it smells. The plastic.
I can't get it out of my head
It's
how,
weird.
like, the different, like... How, like the see-through with the green and, like, you know what I'm talking about? All the different colors
Yeah.
they made these bad boys
Nintendo
in.
did that for that, and the Game Boy Color line they did that
Oh,
for.
here we go. Now we're back. I love the see-through one.
The Nintendo did a
I'm a
lot
sucker for
the
see-through.
Nintendo 64 and Game Boy line. They did a lot of cool, funky aesthetics for them.
Mm-hmm.
And they kept that going to the Game Boy Advance as well.
Yeah, honestly, we can all agree it's better than the regular Game Boy. Solely, you can even get a Game Boy Color in your hands. Oh, wait a second. I didn't notice the buttons. They're not diagonal anymore.
No, let's go back. No.
Oh my gosh, no. Throw it in the trash. Throw this in the trash. I don't care
prefer
how
the color
many...
design because it's see-through. Some of them are see-through. I like the see-through aesthetics.
I agree, but guess what? You change the button layout? Nope, it's out. It's out.
Oof.
Yuck, throw it in the trash can. Game
Harsh
Boy.
critic knows
yep.
what she wants.
No, I can't. If only the Game Boy regular came in see-through, it would have been different.
Oh my god. Well, on to the next. Game Boy Advance.
I had the gold one with the Pikachu on it.
Yeah.
Lost it. Or someone stole it. I don't know. It could have been either or.
I love this thing.
This one also had like a variety with the see-throughs.
This was a nice little guy.
Look at those buttons.
It does the job. Had some fantastic.
I like
games,
how
but
it felt in your hands. Like your hands were a little bit further apart.
As a child, as an adult, it's still not big enough. But as a
an
kid,
adult, it's fine.
it goes well. But then we
No.
have I love the GameCube.
Wait, it has a handle, doesn't it?
Yes. So 2 things I love about the GameCube. One, the best
You know
Nintendo
what?
controller they've ever made.
Mm-hmm.
Second, this thing was made to last.
Yeah, I've
You
heard.
could throw this thing against kids and this
You
thing
know
would
what?
not break.
I'll give it pros for one. It's little. Of what I remember them, they weren't that big. They weren't huge. They weren't, but like
Not too large.
At
This
least
picture's about the right
this
size.
one has a color. Like it's not just a gray cube.
Some of them are.
Beep, boop, beep, boop. I'm judging this purple one. I also like this little vent thing on the side that's also a bunch of squares, and the squares, I love that.
Yeah, you gotta cool your system somehow.
The only thing I don't like is that the place where you plug in your controller is a circle. It should be squares. You should have made everything a square.
Everything square. Thing.
Everything a square.
I like it.
The
It's
controller's
simple,
kind
does
of
the job.
the controller's actually kind of cool.
Control's pretty good.
Yeah, no, it looks cool. It has it's interesting. It's not as ridiculous as the Nintendo 64.
Or as ridiculous some other controls get.
Mm.
Bam! So the Game Boy, they eventually made the SP line, the exact same thing except a little bit smaller. But wait, there's a little button near the screen. What does that do? Oh, it lights the back.
Yeah.
You now have a backlight. So now you can actually
That
see
does-
your goddamn game.
That does earn it points.
Oh my
Also,
God, it does.
the hinge.
I love the clamp design.
Yeah, the hinge on
So
it.
good.
You can flip it like a cell phone. Oh, only the
So
cool
good.
kids had that.
Oh, I had it. I was a cool kid.
I
then.
was like, never mind then. Maybe the cool kids didn't have it.
Damn. And you'll notice that the slant design is gone for the buttons completely for the start and select. But
That's
also you notice
absolutely
in the
wrong.
middle, that's where they decide to put the speaker.
I think that's a better choice.
It's
I
a
mean,
weird direction.
It's
but
a little
it
bit
makes sense.
like it's not like your ears can differentiate the sound coming out if it's like an inch to the right.
It's too small for it to make a difference.
Yeah. I mean, the only reason I still sure it lights up. Sure it has a fold. Sure it makes that like clamping it would be fun. But the slanty buttons, I can't get over how much I liked the layout.
Well, that's gone. If you'll never see it again.
It's gone.
Between this and the Game Boy Advance.
I also don't like how if you look at where all the buttons are, it's like because it needs to be able to close in on itself, they had to drop. It's like all the buttons are in a sinkhole.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Oh.
There has to be. At least it gives it something interesting to look at.
Well.
But no.
Bam. We wanted it bigger. We wanted it bigger to hold.
You wanted it bigger. I was
And
fine.
what does this remind you of? Does that remind you of the first gaming console we were looking at here? The Game & Watch? Same.
Yeah, oh my gosh, totally. It wasn't because you had to remind me.
Very similar
The
design.
first one was
multi-screen.
This was forgettable, sorry.
Well, it's been a long time. They also made a lot of Game & Watch designs. Not all of them looked like that. Just so
I
you know
will
as well.
say, better than the last one, honestly. Aesthetically, trumps the last one because look, the buttons aren't in holes. The speakers are like everywhere. It's great.
Now they made so many DSs too. It was
Still
the
don't
DS,
like the two-screen
DS
thing.
What was it? There was like 3 different DS lines and then 3 different sizes for all of them. It was crazy. They made a million of these things.
I also wish this is a hot take. I wish they took like the start button and put it on the other side so that way there's a little button on both sides. It'd be so symmetrical.
Symmetrical. I get you.
Mm-hmm.
Bam. Nintendo Wii. This game console was the best-selling thing on the planet because it grabbed all the casuals and worked so well with that motion control. But aesthetically,
I don't know.
not bad. I feel like
There's
it's like
nothing.
it
It's
looks like a
nothing
decent
interesting.
living
Where's
room
the
toy.
zhuzh? Where's the kablowy? Where's the interest?
honestly,
Where's
I never was.
Where's the innovative thinking? Where's the see-through? Where's the backlight? No.
I think all the innovations within that controller.
No, this was a time
Motion control.
I feel like this was around the time when everything got like super minimalistic.
Minimalistic started, yeah, but Nintendo always making their consoles got more and more gimmicky from here. So
Yeah, get out of my face.
motion control, I liked it. The 3DS. I love the 3DS. I love the 3DS XL, which is this but
The crater
bigger.
holes back for the movie thing. The
Oh,
movie
yes.
button.
When this was first announced, I was so excited to see what that joystick would feel like. That was the biggest thing I was
can
dreaming
imagine.
about.
No, I can like feel it in my thumb right
It
now.
feels good.
It feels good.
It feels good.
Feels good. And
Great
aesthetic, it looks like a
console,
little pillow.
Great games, aesthetically love it. We're reviewing the
you want to
aesthetic
like
here.
lay on it and just like rotate around.
You're really going about that. I'm just talking about the entire console here.
Hey, I'm telling you about the aesthetics and how it makes me feel. I don't like where the buttons are on the right. Those buttons.
What, do you want lower?
Yeah.
Well, when you're holding it, it makes sense.
Doesn't
for where your thumbs
matter.
are.
Well, what about the left? What about the left?
Oh, nobody uses that D-pad.
See?
Most games don't use that D-pad.
See, guess what? Aesthetically, lost points. You're in the negatives now, baby.
It depends on the game, I guess.
You're in the negatives now, baby.
Bam! The Nintendo Wii U.
You know what?
Very
It's an
confusing
improvement.
name. Everybody thought it was just an add-on to the Wii. It is
Listen,
not.
The name isn't part of the aesthetics, but if it was, oh man, it would be crashing in points.
Oh yeah, that controller is so strange, but they really just took the DS and said, let's make a console for it. Top screen is your TV, bottom screen is your handheld controller.
I don't like the way it looks like. I know they're trying to make it look shiny in this picture. It looks squeaky. It looks like Squirtle.
No,
no.
A lot of devices at the time was going for this weird plaster effect where
Yeah.
it would be shiny, but your fingerprints would just exist on it forever.
Oh my gosh.
This DS model had the same thing. Your fingerprints were
Yeah.
freaking everywhere. It was
No,
so
I
annoying.
don't want to put my hands on a dolphin.
Oh, well, that's a weird metaphor. Anyways,
Yeah.
on to modern day Nintendo.
Woo!
Nintendo
Woo!
Switch.
Yeah.
They combined their handheld market, which made a lot of money, and their console market, which was wavering depending.
This
Into
design is sick. It's beautiful. The color, there's color, there's interest. It's aesthetically pleasing. There's nothing wrong with it. There was color options. Boom, check. The button placement, aesthetic, and look how it's vice versa on each side. Beautiful. The middle of it symmetric. The whole logo of it fits into everything. It's well thought out. It's beautiful. There's some simplicity in the charger thing.
Wow.
Oof, if you wanted to look simple, you could just switch out the colors for like a basic one.
So this is her favorite, I guess.
So far.
So this is the end of Nintendo. So your favorite Nintendo console?
This one.
This one? All right.
My second would be the Game Boy Color.
I would
Just for
say
those buttons, man.
this is definitely my
whoa,
current
whoa,
favorite.
whoa.
Second would be GameCube.
I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. This is my favorite. My second favorite is Nintendo 64 if you include all the cool variations of it.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right. So far, though, Nintendo Switch, coolest Nintendo console. On to PlayStation.
Ew.
Classics.
Ew.
Original, boring looking.
Ew.
Does the job, though. I love the games.
Not even a cute
Fantastic.
shade of gray. A very ugly
No,
gray.
they didn't have many fun designs,
No,
honestly.
not any fun gray.
They get better. PlayStation gets better.
They couldn't decide on the if you look at, there's like a line from the open button to like the where it opens up. There's a line there going diagonal, Y. And then if you look at the power button, there's another one, like Y.
I think it's to help people know what buttons do, I guess. Cause
it says open right on it, which is fine. I love that it says open. I also wish the PlayStation logo was bigger. There's nothing happening here. Absolutely not. The controller's cute.
It was the first try.
I like how short they always make the controllers look, by the way. Like, the cord looks like 2 inches long.
It also looks weird without the D-pad, not D-pad, the joysticks.
Yeah. It's boring. Get out of my face.
They eventually add that. But bam, PlayStation 2. And look at that. We have the original.
In some colors.
Not many, but there was the PS2 and then the PS2 Slim.
Lame.
I love the regular PS2.
I do like what they did with the PS2 on the side. That's kind of cute and creative.
They made sure to prop it up.
I like looks like the texture of the rivets on the top.
What's really cool about the PlayStation 2 is because you can lift it up, put left or right. That PlayStation symbol
we love versatility.
Could be twisted.
Oh my gosh.
You can, because when you have it flat, you can twist it so it's straight up.
We love versatility.
Oh yeah, beautiful. Bam! PSP. I love this console, and this console does something amazing. No, this console does, like, the menu system you see in this game gets moved over to the PlayStation 3. They use this menu on that console.
Okay, but all I'm seeing are buttons everywhere.
Okay.
Words everywhere.
In all fairness,
it's aggressive.
I
don't even know what some of these buttons do. Right next to the music button, there's a circle button. What is that?
Go back. Mid-2000s. This is your entertainment device. This is for music. This is for gaming. Movies.
What the hell does hold mean?
It would hold the biggest complaint. The biggest complaint I have about this console was the power switch sucked.
No. Aesthetically, we're talking about how it looks. It's a monstrosity.
In the time,
doesn't matter.
It was amazing.
In the time, it was a monstrosity.
Mid-2000s multimedia device.
Like, and then you have like a random like yellow like plug over there. No.
That's where you charge it. It looks so cool. A little keychain spot too.
Jesus, this is aggressive.
It was made for the Japanese market. Let's be honest.
The power button's green. That plug-in is yellow. This is awful. This is a monstrosity. I can't even tell you what some of these buttons do. What does it like? I'm gonna circle everything I don't understand. That button, that button.
Well, that's Wi-Fi. That's a UFO, clearly.
They didn't even need the triangles on the directional keypad because at this point we knew what they did.
Well, that's like a cool little thing. I like that.
It's aggressive.
Bam! PlayStation 3.
I kind of like it. It kind of looks like a fridge.
It's pretty awesome.
It looks like you can open it.
Here's a little fun fact. I like to shimmy around every time I look at this console. Sony has the movie rights to Spider-Man, right? Spider-Man was doing so freaking well for them, making so much money. They took the font from the Spider-Man Sam Raimi movies and put it on the PlayStation 3. That's the Spider-Man font.
I'm pretty certainly, I can't get over how edited this picture has to be because the PlayStation 3 logo is not even centered.
It looks kind of weird, but it is the.
And this is another one. Is this another one that can be flipped on its side or no?
Most of the time, people had it on its bottom instead of like on its side. A lot of consoles, they prop it up like that.
It's okay. There's nothing to write home about.
It does the job.
The controller doesn't match anymore, though.
It just does the job.
I like the finish. It doesn't look as it looks shiny, but not that squeaky.
Yeah, nothing crazy. But
nothing crazy. It's simple, but like a good simple.
Bam! PlayStation Vita.
Ew.
They took the PSP and gave it more. I love this.
It looks waterproof. Like something about the shape of it is waterproof. Slightly less aggressive with the buttons, so better than that other one.
Some weird design qualities, but overall, this thing, if it had better software, or more support software-wise, this thing would have been better than the 3DS. Hands down, that's my hot take. But it just didn't have the software support.
Okay, also on aesthetics, the PS Vita, the Sony, all these different fonts, it's like one more font off of looking like a NASCAR, like, sponsored...
It is weird because Sony...
Yeah, I could just see it on NASCAR now, like...
That is weird because the PS Vita is like its own branding, so it has its own, like font.
PS is one font,
but
Vita's
Sony
another
is just
font,
a generic
Sony's another font.
Like, boom, it's the Sony. Like, okay.
Get rid of those arrows on the directional pad.
But they'll keep that forever.
I hate it. Like, I don't mind it, but when there's already so much other words...
they keep it forever.
Oh my gosh. When there's already so many other words on the device, no more. No more. No more words.
And also it has a camera because this was also a multimedia device.
That was when they all started watching you.
Kinda. Bam! PlayStation 4 does the job just like the PlayStation. I think this thing looks like the PS3, but slightly more refined.
Every time I
also
see
looks
this
like
picture, I think of the Windows logo.
Okay.
Like the old school, like kind of like window.
This one reminds me of a eraser.
I see it.
And
I see-
PlayStation 3 is a fridge.
That one's a fridge. Go back to the eraser. I see it.
Yeah.
Are you seeing it like two erasers next to each other?
Two erasers or just one of those like
Jumbo.
square.
Oh yeah.
One of those like
I know
pink
exactly
square
what
ones.
you're talking about.
I love this controller as well.
Is there a slight texture difference between the bottom and the top?
Nah, I think so, yeah.
I think there was too. It looks like it.
If
If
there
there is, plus 100 points.
Damn.
I like how the
These points
PS4
mean nothing, by the way.
the PS4 logo on the front of it. I like that's like is that typed on? Like is it typed on or is it engraved in kind of a thing?
That? It's engraved.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's engraved
That's
on.
nice.
It's pretty nice. Now on to probably my personal favorite here.
Seto Kaiba, yes.
I love.
It's beautiful.
I love
It's
this
beautiful.
gigantic router of a
It's
console.
everything it's architectural.
Look, I don't want
The
to just
color,
exactly.
everything about it
I
is
don't wanna-
perfect.
if
The
I'm buying a
controller
console-
is beautiful.
If I'm buying a console, I don't want to just buy a gaming PC. I know I have one of those. It's it does its job. It's fine, cool. If I'm buying a game console, I want that thing to look like a cool set piece, and this
Yes.
does the job.
And it looks good with any like
Beautiful.
gaming setup. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Beautiful.
Chef kiss, mwah, chef kiss, mwah.
I prefer.
Except the digital version should not exist.
I don't like the concept of the digital version, but it
I
looks
do like
better.
that. I do like that. One does look better, and it is more cost effective.
Right, but I don't like the digital version.
But I
because
feel
like
like
to buy
part of
discs.
me just feel like they should have just committed to one.
Well,
They either take the discs away from everybody.
well, they can't take away discs because they sort of tried that once. Everybody got angry,
Well, I mean, they good. People should be angry.
but they want people to only do digital.
Yeah. You know what? I was gonna say they should have stick with one, but I like the accessibility that having the digital version has.
I like the you choose mentality.
That's cute.
Bam! On to
No.
Xbox.
This is gonna be.
This is gonna be a quick
trash.
one. Not a big fan of the
Trash.
Xbox. I hate the
Wait, what's
controller.
your favorite PlayStation?
Oh, PlayStation 5.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh, yeah,
we're
done.
good.
Trash.
Trash.
It does the job, but damn, it looks ugly.
I like the arrows that point into the Xbox logo, but still trash.
Bam.
Bigger trash.
360. I'm very nostalgic. One cool thing about
I
this.
don't like the lump on the top.
That's the hard drive. You can take that off. This is
And
the
it
cool.
Mm.
This is the coolest thing. You can take off the hard drive, go to someone else's house, which is what I did. Put my hard drive on their console, and my whole account, achievements, and everything have moved over to that other
You know
console.
what? Plus 10 points for that.
It's like a giant memory card.
The crater for the button though. Like, what's up with these craters? I hate them. I hate. Oh wait, the little engraved Xbox 360 on the side. Okay.
Yeah.
This one's pretty good.
I like how engraved.
There's
Ooh.
details. I like these details.
I like
I
the
like
360.
the idea of it not having that top lump, like camel hump, is good.
The
but
other
besides
360s,
that,
the other designs for 360s get uglier if you ask me. This one's nice.
yeah, I'm liking that one.
Bam. Xbox
Burn it.
One.
Look how big it is. It's so clunky.
I mean, it looks the same.
Wait, is there texture on the top?
Well,
on that one side?
One side's like graded, yeah. Venting and
Oh
stuff.
my gosh. I love that.
Oh my god, why do you go from I hate this? Oh wait, is that texture? I love feeling things.
I don't know. I thought I just know Xbox for being the clunky square ones, so I was just ready to be like, no, get it out of here. No, get it out of here.
Well, you say that. Last one is the
No.
Xbox Series.
Okay, so I will
Series X
say
and Series S.
I was being a little harsh with the previous ones. This one we can burn. This
Well,
one, it's
in
just
all
huge.
fairness, the Series X, the big square, it's trying to be a personal computer. It's trying to look like a computer.
Well, it's succeeding, and I don't like it.
It's
Just 'cause
succeeding
you're-
and ugly.
But like, just because it's succeeding doesn't mean it looks good.
I just hate the naming convention.
They're a
Xbox
prettier
Series
computer,
X
like-
and Series S. Ugh.
Also, that's like super
I have a
demeaning.
prettier game.
That's offensive to computers that they think that that's what a good computer looks like. No,
I have a better looking computer overall.
yeah, it's
And
offensive.
that is over on Xboxes. Which one's your favorite?
That one. Wait, that one.
This one. I will
Yes.
agree. This one's my favorite Xbox design.
Yeah.
All right, now amongst all of these consoles,
Which one's the prettiest?
which
one would
one
I take
is
out on a date?
aesthetically? Which is the one that you would take out? Which one would you go on a date with? Maybe a couple dates, and then decide you're the one.
Which one you
Marry
settle
them
down?
and
Okay,
settle down
so
with.
I would absolutely, if these were all in a lineup and I was like on a blind date, I would absolutely, well, if dating, speed dating, whatever, I would choose PlayStation 5.
PlayStation 5.
Mm-hmm. They look like they got their act together. They look like they'd buy you the meal.
And you'd go on a little adventure. Right?
Mm-hmm. Like, it looks like they know a good time, but they're not, like, crazy.
So
But
PlayStation
if I
5.
had to settle down, like, if I had to settle down and marry one of these consoles, maybe the Nintendo 60. I don't know anymore. Maybe the Nintendo 64. Wait. Maybe.
Where you at?
Well, you told me what I go on a date with.
Has this turned it? Okay.
Am I supposed to? I thought I had to settle down with one.
This is the reviewed best console. Maybe in the future we'll do Kiss, Marry, Kill for the console edition, but that'll be another video entirely, I guess.
Okay, sorry. Yay, PlayStation 5, you win. Woohoo!
Sony, please sponsor this video. All right, and with that, I want to thank you all for watching. If you want us to go and do a similar idea to any other thing you can think of, characters, what have you.
If you have any things you can think of, if you think of the things,
we like to
let us
talk
know.
and goof off, so give us excuses.
Tell us, which one would you date?
Yeah, which one would you date? Which one would you settle down with? And guess which one would you kiss?
Mm-hmm.
And
Which one would you give kisses to?
And with that, I want you to have a
I called
fantastic
dibs on
night.
kissing the Nintendo 64.
Get out of here. We're done.